Hey guys, it's Jake Sewell and Charlie Coney, and today we're going to be talking about what we think of heroism and an example that we have in our lives of heroism. Webster's dictionary defined heroism as a person admired for achievements and noble qualities. What I think of heroism is that it can be simple things such as everyday examples of just making someone's day better, or something extremely insane like in the movies of saving someone's lives.
There's a huge broad range of heroism, and I think that it can even be holding the door for somebody, or even go to the fullest extent of saving somebody's life. And I think even the small subtle acts can mean so much to certain people. And our specific example was last summer when we went on a mission trip to Rockcastle, Kentucky. So in Rockcastle, Kentucky, it was very obvious to see right as we were pulling up that every house was very beat down and run down, and all these people are very low income housing and very poverty community. So it was very hard to see that, and that was the first time I had real firsthand experience with the poverty community, and it was really cool but eye-opening to see this and see how what we did can really affect them in a positive way. And just to stress the fact of their low income, they, on average per capita, make $26,000 a year. And according to that, Cincinnati is around $60,000 a year. So you can see how much lower their income is compared to us. So it's very hard for them to get the nice benefits that we have with living in a higher income community. So it's very different and very eye-opening to us. And it was really cool to see that firsthand. And yeah.
So something that was really cool for me was when we went, obviously, yes, it's difficult to see those type of communities, but it's really cool to see how all of us on the mission trip can come together and be there and make an impact while we're there. We were only there for 3 days, but it felt like we were there for a long time. We built friendships and relationships with the people there, and it was a great time that I'll never forget.
So basically what we did, there was this guy named Bob, and we went to his house, and he's an ex-veteran from the military. So when he was in war, he lost his leg, and that basically had a trickle effect and led down to him being very broke and poverty lifestyle, and it really affected him. And what we did, he can't move around too much, so we tore out his porch and built a ramp from his front door going down, so it's easy accessibility for him to get in and out of his house, and it was very helpful towards him. So we had around 10 people in our group go with him, and as a whole group, we had 35 people there, and we split off into 3 different ways. We were both in the same group, and we helped this one guy, and it was really cool to see the way that he lived his lifestyle and see how that affected him. It wasn't good for him, but it was eye-opening and cool to see how other people live, and he was very happy living his life, but he was not living lavishly or whatnot. But the effects that we had on him, creating this ramp for him and knowing that we had very good help and work with him to create the best lifestyle he can. And I know what we did deep down impacted him in a very positive way, and it was very good for all of us to see that. And just forming the relationship with him and a bond with him was really cool. And getting to talk to him and hear stories throughout his lifetime was really eye-opening. And it was a great trip. And I love the small heroic act that we did for him. It took a little bit out of our time, week, day, whatever. And just to devote it all to him and see his personal growth through that was very cool to see. And yeah.
So like we said, it's to be a hero, you don't have to do some crazy thing that you see in the movies. It really just takes making small changes throughout your day, or maybe small changes throughout your weeks. Something as simple as giving someone a compliment can have a true impact on people, and that can make you a hero in today's world. The way that this trip benefited me was, coming from a place like Cincinnati, and where we went to high school at, it was a more richer culture, in a more suburban area, obviously, than this place was. But going to this place and seeing that, money obviously has impact, but it's not really like what the money does. It's just like who the person is, and getting to see the people there and like getting to form relationships with people. It's really cool to see that like money doesn't mean like all this stuff that like you hear that it could mean. Like to me, like money's just paper, and at the end of the day, it's really about the relationships. And that was something that I really was beneficial from.
Yeah, same here. I think the relationships that we built there built courage into my life and helped me become more like brave in like normal society. It helps me like open up to people and, you know, really reach out like for other people and make sure everybody's okay. And this act that we did not only benefited Bob but also benefited us a lot. And I think it was very impactful to both of our lives. And I think moving on, it definitely was eye-opening for us to see that type of lifestyle and see how our small acts can create so much for somebody else. And I think it almost benefited us more than him. And I think what we learned from it was so much better than I was before. I didn't really think too much of heroism, and I didn't really think too much of the poverty lifestyle until I saw this firsthand. And it really opened my eyes, and I think that's kind of what heroism is all about, and I think doing that really helped us for the future.
So, thank you guys for listening. Jake Sewell, Charlie Coney, and we just want to thank you guys for taking this into consideration. And really, I want to inspire you guys to try to make small changes and small acts in your life every single day from now on to become that hero that we know you can be. Thank you. We decided to reach out to two of our friends, Patty and Stu, and we wanted to ask them about their experience and what they thought of the trip. So next, you're going to be seeing Stu and then our friend Patrick about what they thought of this trip and talk about their heroic experience.
My name is Stuart Lipp. I was on the mission trip with Jake and Charlie. One thing that we had to do that was super impactful for all of us was we were building a ramp for a man with no legs so that he can get into his home easier. Doing that definitely made us all realize that we have a lot of blessings that we seem to take for granted. For like being able to use your legs to get into your home is just something super simple that all of us just kind of look over. So
my name is Patrick Crowley. I was on the mission trip with Charlie and Jake. I thought it was great to be able to go to Rockcastle County in Kentucky and help out these families that did not have enough money and resources and time to help out themselves. One big thing that we did was we tore down and rebuilt a brand new deck. It was a lot of fun working out there. It was raining one day. We were all wearing ponchos. The next day it was super sunny, so we're all in shorts and a t-shirt working out there with drills and screws and hammers. But it was great. Afterwards, we all got food. We're all playing games at the place we were staying. Played a lot of cards, throwing the football around a lot. But overall, it was a great experience.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to come on here real quick and challenge you guys to become a hero in your everyday lives. There's multiple ways that you can do this, and I believe that every single one of you are capable of doing this, because I think that being a hero in everyday life can make a huge impact and difference in people's lives. So I made a list of 10 things that you can do every single day, or at least once a week, that are super easy and will help to make you a hero. You can show kindness, you can volunteer, be compassionate, stand up for others, practice empathy, support a cause, teach and mentor, be honest and ethical, and lead by example. Again, these are 10 things that you guys can do at least once a week that will help make a difference in the community and in your own lives. Thank you.